All right, let's see here. If I am back. I'm back for now. Although now it says, let's see. So I don't know what just happened there. If anybody's in chat, might need to refresh. Let's see. I'm gonna do one thing real quick. Okay. I have no idea what happened there, but my PC, it was weird. Fortnite froze up. I mean, it was doing all that weird stuff anyways, with the images in my inventory, and then Fortnite hung, and then my PC basically blue screened. I don't think Windows actually blue screens anymore, but it gave me I think it's now a black screen of death, and so yeah, that was weird. I don't know what happened there, but I guess we'll try it again, see what happens. If it crashes again, I may need to go figure some stuff out. But I thought I've had, like, in the past week or two, I've had a couple crashes, like maybe 3, and I think it's related to, I installed a second SSD drive, and I moved all my games over to that SSD drive, you know, and basically had like Epic reinstall them on the new SSD drive, and Steam as well. Steam actually has the functionality to just move the games, which is nice. Epic does not have that. And it seems like occasionally the SSD drive like gets like some read errors. I don't know if that's what happened there. I need to go look through the Windows event log and see if I can figure it out. But I actually upgraded the firmware on the SSD drive, thinking that that might help because there were some like log bugs with it. But we'll see. Hopeful that this will be stable now, but hard to tell. That was weird, but that might explain why I was seeing that like those weird artifacts in my inventory, because I'm assuming those images are loaded off of the images in the inventory are loaded off of the disk, and so if my SSD was locked up, then that could have been it. So I have made a change to my setup this week. I'm still kind of dialing in, but I actually set my ADS and targeting sensitivity to the same. Oh man, I need to get a gun. Fuck, I totally, like, what is going on here? Totally fucking this up here. This guy's gonna. Anyways, yeah, I changed my sensitivity. All right, got a gun. This guy's raising the flag, which is fine. Should probably go get him now since he doesn't have shields. Where he's hiding behind that thing there, yeah. GG's. I should have 2 guns. I would have won that fight, but oh well. Get that out of the way. I missed too many shots in that first clip. And that was kind of a crappy position to attack him to anyways, because I really should have just maybe stayed on the zip and shot him from the zip, got over to the other side instead of jumping off. Poor judgment on my part. But yeah, so I have had, like, it seems like the PC, like the Fortnite lockups and PC crash issues I've had were related to or somewhat related to the SSD drive. Was hoping the firmware update would fix that, and I don't know, maybe it didn't, but things seem much better now. So we'll run with it, and I'll have to go back and look through the Windows event log and see what happened. I think there's an update tonight. Don't know what it's going to be. All right. Let's try this again and actually like land on a gun this time. I guess the other thing I could have done, I had that big pot. I probably should have just taken it, since he probably had no shields, and that just would have given me a little bit more of a leg up. But so it happens. Fortnite, you die. What is up, GMO? Welcome in. This is try number 2. My PC crashed the first time around. The good sir. You know, sometimes I'm good.
Crash out.
Yeah.
Crash
There we
out.
go. Yes. Perfect.
This that crash out. It's so good it made me lash out. Crash out. Crash out.
First the game crashed, and then I crashed out on this last game, so thank you for the redeem. Very fitting. Let's see here. Man, don't play this game for just a little bit, and I think I see somebody up there.
Making Borderlands has been a rocky road. Tasty like the ice cream, but
all right, that's another bug I need to fix. When that redeem happens, it takes the focus off of my screen.
We were rolling? That was someone else. That was somebody else? Ah, thank goodness.
All good. All right, now what's going on with my game here? Something's weird. I can't move I can't turn my mouse, so actually won't. My mouse isn't working. Okay, hold on a second. Let's see. See if I just try. What is going on here? That's so weird. All right, back. Yeah, my mouse is not working. It's just some like. Let me go see if I've got my. Oh yeah, you're welcome, man. Thanks. Yeah, that crash out redeem was very timely. Was wondering, let me go switch to, yeah, I can't do anything. Weird. All right. This is definitely not going well. Oh, there we go. I'm back. I don't know what I just did there, but it worked out. Didn't die standing still. Let's see here. Yeah, so GMO, what level boost do you need to get to? Are you trying to get tags going, or is there a particular feature you're trying to get? I will be honest, I think there's going to be a lot of crashing out today, because I can definitely feel like my game is off. And let's see here. Anything else I need here? I don't think so. Got somebody with a hammer coming in. Got shots over there. Level 3 for tags will bring the banner back. Cool. Awesome. Yeah, I actually ended up doing, I was surprised at, go ahead. So I'm gonna go kill these guys, and I'm expecting that the other dude will come in and try to third party me. He's over there somewhere. Heard the hammer guy over there. I'm gonna go down here and loot for a bit before I go grab a chest. Listening to an interesting podcast today about talking about how how hard it is to like change good designs, or like just kind of like how, like in some ways it's kind of like how as humans in a lot of ways we're actually quite good at figuring out good designs for things. And because they were talking about, like, one example he gave was like the iPhone, and you know how basically like you look at the iPhone, like its design hasn't really changed much over the years. You know, I mean, Samsung, Google, and Apple have tried to improve on it, but oh, that was lame. But every time they, you know, like really like from the iPhone 1 till now, it's just kind of like the same design. A little things have changed, you know, technology has gotten better for the screens, processors have gotten better, but the overall design of the phone, you know, having like a sleek thing in your hand, and it's kind of like all the pretty much the same. And then they talked about like the airplane wing, and how like really like airplane wings, you know, like there's not really, I mean, I'm not, you know, an expert in aeronautics or airplane design, but there's not really much you can do to like improve on it. It's pretty good as it, you know, like kind of gotten to like a really good design on it. That's interesting. I hadn't really thought about that. Like, I mean, it's interesting for a couple of reasons. I mean, one, like we are like, I guess like we are pretty good at like figuring shit out over time and landing on a reasonable design for things, you know, like figuring out like what the right solution is for a particular problem technically, or engineering from an engineering perspective. You know, I think like rockets were like another example, you know, like they don't really this is fine. Yeah, like once we've kind of like iterated through on a new technology or a new idea, like we tend to oh, did I grief myself by throwing this next to the tree? I did. Oh, I'm actually still, let's see what happens. Oh, I actually did manage to get through that thing. That was weird. All right, so there's a bug person over there. I wonder if there's anybody in the, I might go swing by the vault real quick. See what's happening here. Maybe I can find a flare or something. That's weird. Man, the slurp is still in there? That's crazy. There's somebody in here? I can't believe they didn't take that. That's mind-boggling to me. Let's see here. Oh, I didn't mean to drop that. Let me go grab. Yeah, I guess I'll go with this loadout for now. We have tended to borrow. I just let's see here. What's up, Kirkland? We've tended to borrow. I just jumped in. The best engineers for things. Yeah, I was just talking about, so Kirkland, I was talking about a podcast I was listening to today, and the person was talking about how good designs rarely vary, and basically like once we've kind of figured out a good design for something, I mean it's really hard to improve on it. And so those were kind of, you know, the iPhone, and in general kind of like what has become the standard design for mobile phones now, and the airplane wing were two things that they kind of cited. I was trying to think of other examples of that. I guess like the combustion engine, you know, is another example where obviously like when we pivot to electric cars, you know, like that was kind of like, I mean, that's not really an iteration of the previous design. It's just kind of like a whole new thing. And what is that? Do I want... Is this legendary? I'm gonna take it for now. Why not? All right, let me see. I'm gonna snooze this ad again. All right, let's see if I can bring my mouse back. All right, I was able to bring my mouse back. Oh, I totally messed up my inventory here. I'll do that before I get too far. Did I just miss this guy now? Bot, I would assume. Another bot. Really? Come on, Ken. Get it together, dude. That was terrible. Wow, okay, that might not be a bot. My aim is way off today. Yeah, it's not a bot. Oh, that rip pod sign is totally fucking griefing me there. They're out of render distance. Someone just killed them, or they killed somebody. Oh, now I can aim for a little bit. Kirkland says you should check out my upside down airplane wing patent pending. I'm not accountable for any outcomes. All right, I'll build one and fly it tomorrow and let you know how that goes. Do you have a link to the patent filing? If you want to drop it in the chat, feel free. Alright, I guess we're gonna chase this guy down. That's a different person altogether, right? Or do you just switch cars? I can't tell. Their aim is pretty good for being a car. If we got any, hoping to find some other shields just to not waste all of my biz here. Please use a paper airplane for trials. Okay, will do. I like building paper airplanes, so I will. I'm not one to normally fly. Not the type of person that would like normally fly an experimental aircraft, so don't worry. I mean, I'm not afraid of flying, but I definitely don't want to experiment. Okay, that was not the car guy, because he's over there. Those are some bots. Oopsie daisy. Oh, can't grab that hammer because it's stuck in this rock. And I can't break that rock. Alright, I am at S. I still haven't picked up an S chest yet. Have I? No. Medallion's over there. I think I might actually go hit this and rotate a bit. We go down this way. So that's interesting. An upside down wing design. I don't know enough about and is there something like, what is it about that? Does it change? Like, does it require less like velocity to get flight? Is it more efficient? Like, what's the... Oh, there's my... Should I go get my S-Pod? Maybe I will. This thing's kind of grooving me. I have a feeling this guy is going to be the one that's the most pain in my butt. I'd like to possibly see if I could get an angle on him. Gold MK. How do you go that? Marley says MIT redesigned traditional propellers to new toroidal propellers, really taken off in the 3D printing community. I think it'll be cool to see it in full scale. Interesting. Huh. I'll have to look into that because I have no idea what you're talking about. What is the, like, can you summarize, like, or kind of quickly explain what the fundamental difference in the propeller design is? Because I don't know what toroidal means. Dare I take a... I don't think I'm going to take a roly-poly guy. Alright, so I still have 120 left on Fizz, which is pretty good. Got a little ways to go here. I'm going to Fizz so that they don't hear me. Was he shooting at me or somebody else? He's shooting at somebody else up there, I think. Watch my back here. Could be somebody right above me. I was just joshing around. Upside probably doesn't work. Okay, got it. It's like, man, you're always surprising me, Kirkland, with, like, you know, all the different stuff you can do. Alright, let's see. Medallion's there. Medallion's actually heading over this way, so I am actually in a pretty precarious spot. That guy, I kind of feel like, oh... Airstrike. Somebody's airstriking over there. I think at this point, I really just need to get to circle. That's that guy's car, so he could just be hiding behind this rock here. Let's see if I can just take it. Legendary rocket launcher. Alright, 1v1. I've got to go over there to them. Just go and land on the roof and fight this guy, or what? Let's see here. Oh, dude. All right, apparently none of those AR shots hit him. That was, well, poorly played on my part. I did not mean to, had a couple of miscues there. Oh, well, GG's. Let's see here. So real talk, sure. Let's get some real talk. Marley says, so traditional props push air straight back, noisy and inefficient. MIT's toroidal prop loops the blades like a donut, swirling air smoothly, quieter and more efficient. Interesting. Okay. Huh. When you say they loop them like, okay, so they push straight back, they push air, yeah. So traditional prop pushes air straight back. MIT's toroidal prop loops the blades like a donut. Like, so basically, like, the blades are like, are they pointing out like that and then looping that way? All right, well, that was a terrible last fight. See if I can get it together a little bit more this time. Pulled out I got a little nervous, pulled out the wrong weapon, and then I don't know, man, like, I swear, like, for how close I was to that guy, like, I have to go back and look at the replay and see if my reticle was just, like, totally not where I thought it was, but I felt like I should have at least been a little bit closer than that. But Kirkland says that he was banned from MIT for not being able to literate. I grew up near MIT, about 45 minutes to an hour north of there. I used to go hang out in like Harvard Square near MIT quite a bit, and have no decent amount of people that have gone there or went to school there. The MIT campus in that area of Boston or Cambridge in general is really cool. So did you have some real talk, Kirkland, or were you just saying that the toroidal propeller thing was real talk and not joshing? So were you actually banned? Like, free shotguns, huh? See if we can get something out of here, maybe. Yeah, man, if you have some real talk, let's hear it. You must be excited for the Mariners. I didn't realize when we were talking the other day on stream, and I'd mentioned I'd go to if I went to the next game, I'd try and meet you at the nacho stand. I didn't realize that it was actually an away game. I wouldn't actually look the next day. I was like, oh, yes, I am not going to the game. GMO, you gonna be fork knifing tonight? I might be around tonight if you are looking for someone to stink up your builds play. But all right, let's see. Got my pod. Post gym, cool. Yeah, I might be around. Still, I've been playing a little bit of builds still. I've played a few times this week. Still, like, trying to get to the point where when I'm actually, like, fighting somebody who's building, I actually have, like, an idea of what I should be doing. I find that actually, like, the building part, like, I feel like I'm okay, like, I feel somewhat comfortable with that now, and can do you know, can do some basic 90s and ramping and stuff and box myself up. But man, when I actually have to like, when I actually have to fight somebody that's building around me, and then I really just kind of mess it up. So you have a brother and some cousins who look very native, so they're hiding in their homes. Oh man, that's crazy. Yeah, that's... Hey, you know, it's kind of like... I've thought a lot about... Typically avoided talking about, like, most things related to politics and world events on the stream for a variety of reasons, but I'm terribly sorry they're going through that, man. That sucks. I definitely have know some people in the similar boats where they're just, you know, like, it's just never, I mean, it's just terrible when people don't feel safe in everyday life, and I like don't honestly know like what to do about it. Actually, I'm gonna save this, but I'm sorry to hear they're going through that and you're going through that. Let's see here. GMO says he feels like his building is kind of plateaued. Troops deployed, so they're literally calling out of work and Uber eating everything. Man, it's crazy. Is there any way you can like get him up here or anything? Or oops, did not mean to do that. Burnt the slurp truck. You know, my bad personal, but those Mariners. Oh, I'm not saying, yeah, no. I'm not I wasn't saying don't talk about it. It was honestly mostly what I was just thinking out loud about, like, I've always thought a lot about, like, where do, you know, like, what is, I don't know, what to talk about and what not to talk about on stream. I don't have any like hard and fast rules, and so I mean no needs for apologies, and I wasn't trying to say don't talk about it. It was just more kind of me thinking out loud, because one of my thoughts about it has really not about that situation in particular, but just like for topics, you know, like what to talk about and what not to talk about on stream, is that like basically like so much of like, you know, online discussion and media is just, you know, like there's just so many places where people go to already kind of discuss the, you know, have good, whether it's good or bad discussions, whether they're productive or not. Like there's just so many other forums that kind of wonder, you know, like what I could possibly add, and I also don't necessarily like want to, like, you know, oh, I got a boon out of that chest, weird, and I like to kind of focus more on bringing people together, but I mean, I think that, you know, like sharing personal experiences and things that you're, you know, that you're dealing with is not in that realm at all. But let's see, big dub, person forever, heck yeah, go Mariners, and have bets for them. Yeah, I'm excited for, is the first game on Friday, is that right? Let's see, is this guy real? All right, I think Fortnite must have put me in a bot lobby after I lost that game. I don't know, that guy's actually shooting at me in my car. Oops. 60 damage on there. That happens when you I don't know how my weapon just switched like that. Do I have it? I don't have it set up to switch on scroll wheel. It was almost like when I ran out of ammo, it automatically switched to the next slot. That is kind of weird. I don't know what's going on there. Saturday, okay. Fuck. I have no idea where that guy was. Up there somewhere. But I'm assuming you already kind of thought about seeing if you can get your get some of your family up here for a while. I'm not winning this fight, especially not from here. And I only have one more shockwave left. I have no more shockwaves left.
Yeah, I'm hydrated.
Oh, good call on the hydrating. Good call on the hydrating. I'm doing well, Sock. How are you? Thanks for the hydrate redeem. I updated the sound on that recently. Or the clip or whatever. It didn't have one before. Let's see here. I guess I'll go with that for now. Alright, I'm kind of hosed now. No mobility. Let's see. I do have some whites, so I could hang out in here for a little bit and try to find. It's only still 1 DPS. Yeah, I'm gonna actually go with that for now since I don't have any movement. Having at least some cover would be nice. There's a roly-poly over here. Really good after a dramatic week. I'm glad to hear that this week is less dramatic than last week. Anything in particular dramatic about it that you want to share? If you don't want to share, that's fine too. I'm just curious. Like a crazy work week or what? All right, I got hammer on my right. I'm actually gonna get out of this guy for a second here and use this. Let's see. Yeah, I'm hoping people will just come to FML because I'm not stopping socials. Oh, is there like... There's some drama around socials? I was kind of mostly offline last week, so I haven't been paying much attention to the Discord, and I wasn't at socials. Why can I not pick this thing up? Oh, I don't want to go to the Daft Punk experience right now, but apparently it's preventing me from picking up that jump pad. Fortnite. Yeah, but not worth the breath to worry about. Disney Dreamlight Valley got a very big update, so you're happy. Nice. I have no idea what Disney Dreamlight Valley is. Is it anything like... I'm assuming it's nothing like Stardew Valley. But it must be some kind of game. Yeah, well, if it's not worth the breath to worry about, then let's not talk about it, I guess. This guy is gonna... Alright, so Medallion is at the vaults. I kind of would go over there and fight them if I had some mobility, but feeling a little bit naked without any way to get around or get out. But there is an S chest over there, so maybe I can snag this. There's the owner of the S chest. See if I can get on. Trying to shoot the car with the flare here. All right, that was close. Anything else I want here? I'll take the hollow. You didn't have any mobility, huh? The problem with car players, they never have any mobility on their body. Whoops, that's not what I meant to do. I already have the S spoon. Let's recharge this guy. Okay, I see some shock waves over there, so that's good. Let's see here. All right, so 8 people left. Where do I want to go in this circle? I got like a minute left to figure out where I can go. I'm kind of thinking that I may just fly away, but no scan there. Okay. I'm now marked. Oh, he's up there, and there's a guy over here. F. Okay, this is bad. Alright, let's see if I can remember how to fly one of these. Not doing a great job here, but... I honestly don't know how to fly this thing. Alright, this is like maybe the second time I've flown one of these, so... I think I'm doing a terrible job, but... yeah, my time off was awesome, actually. Actually, let's see here. Oh, more like Animal Crossing. Got it. Yeah, I hear that, Discord being an adventure. I've been trying to spend a little bit less time on Discord, but yeah, my time off was great. I went on a mountain biking trip with some buddies and spent like 4 or 5 days mountain biking around the Pacific Northwest, and some friends of mine that all live in other places. Oh, motherfucker stole my helicopter, huh? Did he? Pretty well. It was almost done anyway, so. But yeah, so it was a great time off. You know, miss the family and whatnot, but it was nice to spend some time with friends that I generally only get to see once a year. Weather was amazing. Yeah, weather was actually like really amazing. Okay, so we still have 5 people, and Medallion is coming in this way. I don't think that guy can peek me from over here. I guess he could probably maybe get a headshot on me if he knows I'm here, but I'd like to get in on some of these fights, but I just can't see anything from this location. Oh, you're going on a friend trip in January to see Hasty? Nice! That's awesome. Are you gonna bring like a gaming laptop or something to be able to Fortnite in person? That was one thing that we actually did, was that, so we stayed at we rented a house, and then there's 4 of us, and so we stayed at a rental house, and then kind of like went mountain biking all the trails in the area around the rental house, but we basically would play Fortnite every night in the living room or in the dining room, the big dining room table. And so like having 4 people in the same room on comms when you're playing Fortnite is pretty awesome. It's a lot of fun. Trying to see what is players. Let's see here. Okay, so 3 people. I've got 1 shockwave. All right, now it's 2v2. He's up there. Aim is trash. I have 1 shockwave left here. He's healing. Shit. I don't want to waste my shockwave just yet. I wonder if he's out of flares? Burn the tree up, maybe? Or any of the... Dude. All right, got him. Well, not my best fight, but at least I won it. Let's see here. So gonna catch up on chat. Yeah, weather was great. Let's see here. GMO. Let's see here. Chicago. My husband's coming. We're gonna chill. Nice. And then GMO is going on a juggling trip in the Bay. Nice. Nice. And then, ooh, 40, 50 person think tank style. That sounds pretty cool. Hardcore 4 days of juggling. No other props or tools, just clubs, only the main prop that I use. Nice. How did you get connected with that, GMO? Thanks for the GGs, guys. Yeah, it was nice to get a W there. Not sure I deserved it, but it was, I was a little, that guy should have just hammered me out of storm more, honestly. Like, I guess, you know, if he could get me before I jumped, then he could have just kept doing that. But, yeah, how did you get connected with, is just folks you know through the juggling community or what? Right, it's kind of, juggling community is kind of big and small, yeah. Thanks for the lurk socks, and thanks everybody for popping in today. Just really appreciate everybody being in here and chatting and watching. So then, like, I assume that, like, when an event like that happens, like, is it like an invite only thing, or is it kind of like anybody, like, only, you know, like they only invite people from the community that they know, or is it kind of like an open thing? But it sounds pretty cool. I'm excited to hear about it. I'd like to be a fly on the wall for that. I've been to like kind of like similar type size like think tank events in the tech community, and it's always kind of like, it's always fun to get a bunch of people together that are passionate about something, and just have them in an environment like where there's no distractions and you're just focusing on that one thing. It seems like you can often just like learn a lot in a very short period of time, make a lot of practice and stuff in a very short period of time. GMO says he used to organize himself. This one is semi-invite only, some are public. This one's pretty invite only. Yeah. Yeah, I used to go a long time ago. I went to so there used to be this tech book company. They're probably still around. O'Reilly. They were like one of the biggest tech book publishers for a while. And the guy that founded it, they're based out of Sebastopol, California. And the guy that founded it, Tim O'Reilly, well, I guess he didn't organize, but he started this conference. It's sort of like a conference. It was more of like, it was called like an unconference, called Food Camp. And so he invited a bunch of people down to their campus in Sebastopol, and or in the Sebastopol area. I don't remember exactly where it was, and to basically camp out for like, I think it was 4 days, and kind of like, you know, it was very informal. There was no predefined schedule, and then like once everybody got there, you had to basically kind of, you know, like propose like workshops or talks or things that you wanted to discuss, and then everybody posted them up on like big sheets of paper in a public area, and then people would kind of like decide what they were going to go do, or what they were going to participate in. And it was really cool. I thought there was okay, cool. The store's still here. Let's buy this gun, and I buy this too. Spending money like it's going out of style. I was wanting to rearrange my loadout. There we go. Let me take that for now. Go Power Rangers. Let's see. I raise the flag before I go down there? Guess so. So GMO is involved in 18 years, so you know all the big events in the world. Oh, and your mom, you've been to this one at least 4 or 5 times in the past. Cool. Nice. So I assume out of like the 40 or 50 people there, will you pretty much know everybody there? Or there might be like some new people that you meet? And your mom's trying to get you to go back to Malaysia in July. That would be cool. I almost had the chance to go to Malaysia at one of my previous jobs, but ended up not doing it for a variety of reasons. But definitely would love to check it out. I've actually never been to like really anywhere in that part of the world. Let's see here. All right, we got some fighting going on here. Fighting! I like fighting. Where are the fighters? Oh, I drove right by him. Bop. Bop, 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 bop. There's always that, like, every time I think I'm pretty sure someone's a bot, and then I just run right at them in the open, and I'm like, I probably shouldn't do this. Could totally just light me up right now, but I'm gonna come for the go get the HS in a second here. I want to go over here some more. You know, 90% of the 50 people going. Yeah, I mean, Asia in general, like, I mean, Southeast Asia definitely, but just Asia in general, I definitely should go. I got it. So one of the changes I made this past week was setting all of my sensitivities. So basically XY, targeting, and ADS to the same sensitivity. Previously I had slightly different targeting sensitivities, and I had different ADS sensitivity. My ADS sensitivity was actually higher. But my friend who I was traveling with convinced me to try lowering my ADS sensitivity a bit so that it's closer, so that the feel is closer to my targeting sensitivity, which I've been doing, and honestly, like, it doesn't, I mean, I don't know if I like it yet, but it doesn't feel, oh, fuck me. That guy just totally fucking roofed me with the, So did they shockwave over the wall, or were they just trying to shockwave me out of the wall? I mean, I feel like he's still there. Okay, no, he's over there now. I'm pretty much dead here. I don't think he saw me here. Or maybe he's just gonna hang out there. I don't know. Maybe he sees me. Yeah. I knew that was gonna happen. I pretty much had no way to get out of there. GG's. Yeah, I'd like to go to Malaysia. I'd like to go to Thailand. I'd like to go to Vietnam. I'd like to go to all those places. There was like, me and my friend had talked probably like 20 years ago about possibly doing like a bicycle tour across Vietnam, just riding our bikes across Vietnam, and never panned out. I think probably if I do go to Asia in the next year or two, it'll probably be Japan. Will probably be the first place we go. I know my son would really he really wants to. I think he'd really get a kick out of it, and I know my wife wants to go there as well. I think for him, probably like first time, wouldn't be the first time he's traveled to a foreign country. But first time going to Asia, it's probably a little bit more approachable for a young kid. But I mean, he'd do fine anywhere. He's pretty good, pretty resilient, pretty good with traveling. All right. I'm just gonna keep going here. If you had to pick one country in Southeast Asia to go to, what would you pick? Or someone's like, I have, like, I can do one trip, I'm gonna go to one country in Southeast Asia for like a week or maybe 2 weeks or something. Where would you suggest they go? I kind of, for me, I think, you know, if I could pick one just off, like, it'd probably be Vietnam, but that's mostly because one, I really like the food, and two, I also have like known and worked with a lot of people from the country, and so I kind of feel like I at least have like some, you know, like pretty good connection with the people, just because I know, you know, I know so many people from there. Feel like I'd probably be able to relate a little, you know, more right off the bat. All right, not a bad first chest. Got somebody flying in over there. Whoops. I need to get faster at switching my inventory around. Is there anything there that I want? Not really. Alright, so that has got to be... Is that a real... Like, that's not a bot just landing from the bus. That's got to be somebody that jump padded over from there. Oh, dude. Alright, that guy... He looks like a real sweat. Let me go hit this slurp truck first, at least, before fighting him. Okay, he's still there. See if I can lure him out this way. Where these go? Oh, I got shockwaves over there. That's good. This guy is... Okay, there's that guy up there. Trying to be a little bit sneaky here. No, there's like fighting at Kappa, and then that guy up there. I don't know, like, where he went. He must... I don't know if he was just waiting for me, or maybe he's just, like, assuming that this was bot fighting, and so he's gonna go to Kappa. Go check it out and see. Go up on the roof. Up on the roof. I don't know if anybody remembers that song. Like a song that I used to hear on the radio, on my parents' radio station when I was a kid. I'm surprised they're not doing anything in there, like opening chests or... Let's see here. Yeah, I think I'll definitely end up going there, going to Southeast Asia at some point in the next couple of years. Did I get my... Oh, somebody's here at the flag. They just got their pods. They didn't see me on the ping. Yeah, so they've got their A over there. That's the Spider-Man guy. Oh, I did not finish the reload. Shit. Did I finish at that time? Hopefully. Yeah, okay. Oh man, my slide cancel. Oh, the hammer bug. I can't. Oh, it's so annoying. Totally screws up my mobility when the thing doesn't work. It's like so hard to push this guy when the hammer doesn't work right away. Where the hell is this guy over there? Huh? This guy's like shooting you with every gun he has. Bots. Wait, I missed the button mash comment. What was the button mash comment all about? I gotta catch up on chat, man. I'm totally failing. Let's see here. I'm posed. Dead. So you can take this guy's car. Oh, now we're switching places. I was chasing him, shooting his car. Now he's gonna be chasing me. Alright, let's see here. Are there barrels in here? I thought, no, there's no barrels in here. Let me go up to... Let me get a little bit farther away. Try to get up to this place here. Okay, let's take the bandages, more shockwaves. Got some stuff in here. Want that, take that. I think we're good here. Let's see. Go ahead and rearrange a little bit. Guess maybe I can go to sewers and hit the truck over there, possibly. Whoops, did not mean to switch seats, but there we go. That worked out. Well, I missed the earlier button mash comment. I don't know, but maybe that was I don't know. Oh, that was probably an emote. That's what it was. Yeah, which I think it's probably an emote I need to get for myself because I do a lot of button mashing. So Kirkland, your bestie's wife has tried to hook you up with every one of her cousins. Or sorry, I mean, yeah, you're okay. And has any of it worked out or what? Ooh, do I want that or that? I'm gonna stick with this one for now. I mean, I feel like it's always kind of like a little bit sketchy dating family or friends of family like that. I mean, sometimes it works out, but man, like if it doesn't work out, it can get awkward quick, right? All right, I got how far is it? 300 meters to storm. It's not too bad. Is there anything in here? Oh yeah, I'll take that. That's worth waiting for. And then let me go ahead and top off on this real quick. So have any of them come close to working out or what? Oh, hammer bug. Why? I just gotta remember to switch back. All right, I'm gonna burn. I've got one hammer here. I guess I'll use that. And then might burn a shock. Nah, she's just like, she's nice, etc. But her cousins live in the Philippines, so haven't ventured. Oh yeah, that's a ways to go. I kind of want to get across the water here. Hopefully I can get some more loot up here. Already 9 people left. Wow, holy smokes, this game has been... I've spent a lot of time not fighting. Alright, let's hit this thing here. Not really much useful out of that. I've got to say that I think in my dating career, I was probably... That's annoying. Anytime someone tried to hook me up with somebody to go and... Oh, is that our friend over there? Did I see him or no? Some of them have like worked out for a little, like nothing's really been like a super solid match, you know, like there's a few where like we dated for like a little bit and it was fun, got to know each other and whatnot, but I do know some people for whom that was not the case, where they actually met their SOs and stuff that way. What are we at here? We're still at 1 DPS. Whoops, I wasn't paying attention. I just totally flared. I don't know. That's the like second or third time that this thing has switched to flare, and I'm not sure what why it's done that. Do I have like some weird... Oh, I do want that. You know what? I might have to go with that instead. I'm trying to think. I'm not ready to give up the double mobility here. All right, medallion's right in front of me. This could be, I'm gonna be weak, but this could be a good opportunity here. 5 people. Is there anything good there? So they're there. Circle's gonna come back this way. Yeah, no, it's a... at our age, I think we're probably at least similar age. Starting something. Is there he over there at this thing now? Starting a distance thing is hard. Unless you're like willing to travel over there constantly. Alright. I am gonna head back this way and see. There's a medkit over here actually, so that's I think what I want. Alright, we got helicopter flying somewhere. Can't see where. There's a guy in a roly-poly. That is not, that's not him, because the circle's not moving. Medallion circle's not moving. This, oh, it is, okay, there's the medallion right there. Of course, I freaking missed all those. Alright, so medallion is weak. I'm gonna take that. Kind of torn between what is up with this helicopter. Is there actually somebody in there? No way. I mean, it said, was that 233 damage for a person in there? This game is so weird right now. I literally have no idea what's going on. Okay, so that's medallion going to circle. So we go. Yeah, if you don't know somebody in real life, not going to do it. That's totally fair. I think that makes a lot of sense. Oh, Jesus. Should have switched guns to the assault rifle after a couple of shots there, but GG's. Or at least hit a few more headshots on that guy. I got a little bit startled there in the bush. Alright, let's do it again. Yeah, I mean, I feel like online, like at least for, you know, online dating, if your intention is to, you know, meet somebody in person fairly soon, you know, if you're talking to people that are local or in your general area is one thing, but starting a long distance, like starting with long distance right up from the get-go without even meeting in person, it's kind of be hard for me to, if I was in that position or if I was single, to be able to get on board with it or get into it. Let's see, what song is this? Me Kicks. But I added this a little while ago. I can now check to see what's playing on Monster Cat, which is handy. All right, I think I need a hydrate break. What are we at now? Are we 1 for 4, 1 for 5? Yeah, I feel like that last fight, that last guy, I mean, one, like, would have been nice to hit more headshots with a wrecker. 2, like, I think that I had some, like, I feel like there might have been some cover there that I could have moved in and out of once we started shooting each other. I'm trying to remember. I was in a bush, but, I mean, just trying to make it not a 50-50. Would have been good if I could have done that. All right, well, it's probably close to the time a lot of people are wrapping up with work. Hopefully, or at least for West Coast folks. Made a pretty interesting concoction for lunch today. We had like some leftover meatloaf, and I had like some kimchi that I'd bought on my trip that I still had, and so I basically like made a meatloaf kimchi fried rice, which was pretty good. The meatloaf was not, like some meatloaf is like, I think a little bit too. This meatloaf was mostly just meat, and didn't have like any like ketchup or anything crazy on it. So it was kind of like almost just like subbing in, like spiced beef or something. But it turned out pretty good. Have you looked at tickets yet for the game, Kirkland? I don't know how much are the tickets going for. Like if you want to sit like in the, like lower 100 sections or that area. Curious. The Mariners, so Seattle Mariners are going to be in the playoffs for the first time in a long time. Was it the 100? I don't remember. Like, was it 2000 early 2000s, 2001 maybe the last time they made it? I'm trying to remember. It was a while ago. All right, these guns are poop. Where's this guy go? Oh, with this guy if I'm this bot. Say they didn't even flinch when I ran across the thing, which basically tells me they were a bot, and then they didn't even turn around and look at me. Then I knew that was pretty much the case. But I feel like given how infrequently the Mariners make the playoffs, I should probably try to make it to at least get tickets to at least one of the games. But I probably should have done that a while ago, because they're probably at the point now where they're just going to keep going up in price. Apologies for the ad breaks for anybody that's about to view it. Alright. No mobility yet. There is another OXR chest over here, so maybe I'll check that before I move. Got a few shockwaves, that's good. Honestly, I don't need this extra shock. If anything, I'll just take 2 of these for now. Hopefully I can find a hammer down here. I wasn't sure. That one guy that was behind me, I thought that he could have possibly been a real player that was gonna jump in third party, but turns out I don't think he was. The other 2 were clearly bots, but the way that other person was sneaking around behind me made me a little bit nervous that he might be. So oh, this person is definitely a bot. Let's okay. All right, maybe go up and hit the slurp truck. Hopefully the car's up there. I wondered if flag. No one got the flag at Kappa. I don't know if it's worth it to go get it at this point. Maybe. right, I think I am gonna go get the flag at Kappa. I think that will put me a little bit closer to S. So it's probably what I'm gonna do. Does anybody know what tonight's update is about? Is it just like loot pool changes or something? Okay. Wow, okay, so flag, no one even touched the flag here. I was just hoping there'd be some whites in there, another med kit or something. Got not too far to go. I'm gonna mark the vault as my next destination. All right, we got another med kit. That's good, but didn't really get anything else of use out of that. I'm gonna do one of these before I hit the road. Oh, I actually got 2 out of that. Okay, sweet. And there is a hammer up there, so I'll probably grab that. I'm gonna leave 3 big pots, but such is life. Fortnite Mares is the update. Huh. Okay. So is it like is this gonna be like a Halloween themed month or something? All right. Vault. I'd be surprised if nobody's opened it yet, because it was not open before, but crazy. Is it not? Okay, it's been open, yeah, so somebody could be in there. And somebody is in there. They probably got anything good in there. I want to get these shocks. Alright. Where did I, no, I didn't, oh, that's right, my car is not here because I started running away from that guy. Oh, did not manage to slide cancel there. Oh, they did it last year? I'm trying to, maybe I don't remember what happened last year in Fortnite and Halloween. Alright, there's my S chest. Let's see, 38 seconds on Storm. This thing conveniently land in a bush here. Wow, that was convenient. That's got to be like the best placement I can remember. We'll take this and then grab the flare. Hey, E3, thanks for the love. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I was playing during Halloween or October last year, but I just don't remember. Maybe I wasn't. Maybe that was when I took a break from Fortnite for a while, and so maybe I just didn't play that time of year. I know, like, in Minecraft, they, for Halloween, they, do, like, the pumpkin head thing. Where all the mobs and monsters have pumpkin heads. Oh, shit, I didn't realize that Megazord is still going. But I guess I should, because it's, like, right there on my screen telling me that, but... Where'd that person go? That was... Oh, they're right there. They're there that whole time? Really? Alright, I'm gonna go to zone. Oh, grief. You gonna shoot me or what? No? go. Gotta reload my gun. Getting pretty good on ammo here. Pretty good. I think you went this way, right? You get all the way up there? Oh no, there he is up there. Alright, I left my flare gun in the parking lot. Oh, dude. I was way too slow on the reaction there. 2 shots with the mythic revolver. Okay, Sarah. GG's Power Ranger. Probably should have just thrown, if I had, I should have had my shockwave equipped in there, and I was going into the bush and then just been ready to shockwave out or shockwave him away, because I was not prepared for that at all. All right, let's see. I think I've got time for a few more. I'm gonna look up the see what the Nightmare update is about. Let's see if we can... Fortnite Nightmare update. So in 2024, they had Halloween themed map changes, mythic weapons. Okay, so it looks like last year they had the Boom Billy and the new chainsaw and new challenges and rewards. And they they had Nightmare Before Christmas. Cool. There's a Sabrina Carpenter music event. Looks like there's a video for 2025 as well. Maybe watch that a little bit later and see what it's about. I generally don't pay all that much attention to what the upcoming updates are. That's cool. I think my son will probably get a kick out of the Halloween update. It'll be fun to play with him. Man, I've been like, so when I play with my son, I play on a different account, mostly because a couple of reasons. One is that when he first started playing, he's 8, and I figured I wanted to be able to keep my personal stats separate. 2, I didn't want to have to deal with like game invites and stuff when we were playing together, because generally we were just playing together, and I want to be able to focus on that and not be distracted. But it's been interesting because I've just noticed playing on that account and playing, and playing on that account and playing with him, the lobbies are definitely way easier than the lobbies that I get on this account. Part of it may be that, as a kid's account, obviously my account is not leveled up as much, the second account that I use with him, and then also his is going to be, match made a little bit differently, but it is like a night and day difference. Okay, Fatty's got an update in here. So the skin's apparently showing up in Fortnite mirrors. Oh yeah, K-pop Demon Hunters. I did see something about K-pop Demon Hunters. Ghostface, Jason, Voorhees, Art Clown, The Grabber, Scooby-Doo, Doja Cat, Poppy Playtime, Repo Black Knight, Marigold Wolf Girl, Mothman, Butcher, Pig Grim, Hound, Eternal Peely, Pumpkin Girl, Demon, Joni, Werewolf Lucine, Witch Halsey. Cool. Oh, dude. I was looking at that guy landed right in front of me with a gun. Oh, yeah, I'm wasted here. Oh, maybe not. Must have been a bot. I don't know how I survived that. If that was a bot, he fucking lit into me there. Let's see, I guess. So try and get this before. Get off this. Dude, get off the grind rail. Come on, why is that not working? Okay, there we go. For some reason, my arrow key just wasn't getting me off the grind rail there. That was bizarre. Alright, I'm just going to take this instead of waiting for smalls, because there could be somebody coming here at any moment. Actually, I may go ahead and do this first. And it's now higher matchmaking than your other account. Got it. Okay, yeah. So I pretty much have only played with him on my other account. I have played with some of my friends a couple times on it, but not that much. And yeah, it is crazy how much easier the games are. And not even just I'm not even talking amount of bots, just the actual real players that we fight are much easier. Feel bad sometimes, honestly. Okay, so that guy was a crown. Really? How is that even possible? He was down here fighting this dude for a while. Where's that other person? If he was fighting a bot down here, whoops. Alright, so there's someone else over at the turtles-ish area. Let's see here. Is that guy really gonna peek on? Oh, no ammo. 7 ammo left, huh? Anything in here? Oh, they got... This guy's still shooting at me, huh? Hmm. Oops. Oh, dude, get it. Come on. That was freaking terrible here. Let's see here. Alright, so that was clearly a real person. Played that poorly. They're kind of allowing me to run away here, which I think I might go do real quick. Let's try to avoid them. Oh, of course, the hammer is not going to read. Let's see if I can go make it over to the slurp truck here. Assuming they're going to go to Kappa, so if I can hit the slurp truck and then maybe go drive over. I honestly don't. Oh, slurp truck is gone. I'm honestly fine with fighting that person if it's not an awkward situation. There it is. I just kind of played that pretty awkwardly, honestly. Did not my best work. Alright, we're all loaded up here. I think he's back. Who's this person flying in here? Is that him? Can't tell if that's the same skin. It is him, yeah. I know there's somebody else here too. I think go fight these guys real quick. Oh, there's this. Let's go. Give those guys a second. Alright. That'll get rank up a bit, and then let me hit this HS, and then I'll go back and see what's up with the real players over at the base. Alright. Head back there. Car's a little low, but let's see here. You have an OG account decked out, Omega and everything. Oh, nice. Yeah, my account. This is my original account, and it's from when I started in Chapter 4, Season 1, I think. Okay, there's. That was a bot. So then, those two people that glided in, like, where the F did they go? They didn't even raise the flag? Were those... It must have been that dude that was... That's so weird. Two people glided in here. At least one. Maybe it was that dude that was fighting me earlier just, like, jump padded twice. And so maybe he heard the fighting in the field and then decided to go chase after me there. Kind of expecting him to be back here any minute now. let's see here. So let's see. When was the last time you played, Kirkland? Played on Xbox, right? Let's see what's Equilibrium Law. Alright, well, I guess I got 2 mobility. Let's see, I'm pretty... Oh, this is the dude. Yeah, this is the dude. He's over here somewhere. Nowhere. How did that guy go? Oh, he's over there. Wait, did I just see footsteps over there, or was that... I swear I just saw footsteps over there, but now I'm wondering if that was just the rift pod thing out of the corner of my eye. Either way, this is kind of a crappy place to be. Let me go backward this way. If a buddy pulls you hard enough, you'll play, yeah. When was the what was the last chapter or season that you played? Alright, this dude is over here somewhere. I'm gonna grab this car. I see him over there now. Whoops, oh, shoot. Got tabbed out to the stupid NVIDIA app. That was unfortunate. Yeah. Really don't have any business fighting this guy right now unless you third party him. Hoping to get some minis out of here. Let's see. Alright, go back to the car. Oh, he's here. Now, I kind of got griefed by the fence there. I was trying to move a little bit, and then, oh, that person is shooting as well, too. Maybe a different story if I had full health, but fence definitely griefed me there, but also just was not a great engagement with him overall. Clearly my fault. Yeah, it is the guy from earlier. Yeah, I saw he had that jump pad deployed in the middle of the field. And so I think that he just was jumping back and forth between them, which is why I thought maybe there was like 2 people landing at OXR, because I saw 2, you know, like I'm sure he probably jumped up, flew around, then landed and jumped again. But yeah, it was the same guy that I had down to almost nothing at first, and then he waxed me when I pushed him in a stupid way. Just goes to show, man, I don't know how many times I've like gotten killed by somebody that I had down to basically almost nothing and just couldn't seal the deal, and then they kill you. Missed opportunities. also notice it in squads too with like, I feel like one of the mistakes that I often make in squads, I think in general is just easy to make, is in the heat of the moment, like losing track of knocks and, you know, getting killed later on by somebody that you already knocked, but they got revived because didn't have the chance to knock them or just didn't think about it at the time. I know, right? That's exactly what Toby would say. Like, he'd say, like, dude, what the F were you doing? Why are you taking a fight out in the open? Yep, exactly. I mean, in that case, with that guy, it wasn't even a 50-50 because I was, like, definitely weaker than him. Yeah, exactly. 50-50. So really, you know, 1090 basically. Yeah, being disciplined for me is hard. Can I get him? Did I get the gun? No, I didn't get the gun. All right. Oh, they're gonna take the helicopter, really? Okay. Oh, fuck. All right, they're in the other building. I don't know if there's a way that I can get out of here without them seeing me. Hoping my auto pickup would save me on that chest, but I wasn't close enough to it. Usually, if I can get there as they're opening it, then I'll often get the gun and beat them. But yeah, no, you're totally right, man. That was, I mean, I guess I did, you know, I did some damage to him with the car, but I really should have just kept driving and tried to find some heals. It can be hard sometimes too in that like end game, because like you don't know, right? Like maybe I find heals, maybe I don't, maybe I just run into another player, but probably the right decision there was just to bail on that fight altogether. All right, well, at least I have lived to fight another day in this case with the Miku, because that was honestly, I think, bad play on her part not to just root me out and kill me. Let's see. I think I'm gonna go keep that. Yeah, I can see her up there anywhere. All right. Is there a car over here? There's Slurp over there in the barrels or in the trailer. You need to be in front of the chest to get the loose purse or the weapon. Oh. That was a bot that cost me my overshield, and they headshotted me when I was in a bush. Like, really? I mean, maybe they weren't a bot. I don't know. That's okay. I don't know. See, like, I think that guy is a bot, but I probably should be going the other way, but against my better judgment, I'm gonna go this bush here. No, I don't know, maybe not. you stole my kill, you bastard. Where's this other person? This guy. Huh? God. That kill is stolen. Alright, I think that was actually a real player. Person that stole all my kills. Healing out in the open. I would say something, but I do it all the time, so... Yeah, I mean, that makes sense, and I honestly don't, all I know is that I have won quite a few guns, when the other person was opening the chest by, through auto pickup, where, like, they open it and it just goes into my inventory, and I don't remember, like, I wasn't paying enough attention to the details to know, like, if it was positioning on the chest, or like a lot of people don't play with auto pickup, and so, you know, they've got to like basically open the chest and then pick up the weapons as well. I don't need that. So I'm not sure in those cases what it was, but I was basically just kind of hoping for a miracle in that case. Oh, is that the... Okay, that's Snoop Dogg. No, it's not. Okay. I was really confused there for a second, because at first I thought that was a Power Ranger skin, and maybe it was, and so then I was wondering if it was one of the hired NPCs, and I didn't want to like shoot at the hired NPC and waste what I had in my clip, and then I thought for a second it was like a Snoop Dogg skin, and then I realized that it was two bots fighting. Yeah, I think at some point I need to just start, when I play solos, I just need to like write down like a list of things that I want to focus on not doing, and really just start kind of trying to drill those, because to your point, there are, I mean, a lot of the games I lose, at least at the point that I lose them, it's preventable. Obviously I can't, you know, who knows what would have happened after that, but it would have made it a little bit farther. Oh shit. Let's see here. Oh, grief by that tree there. This is how this turns into... He's over there. I think this guy is over here. Yeah, here somewhere. Here we go. I think there's this guy that's fighting, and there's another person on the hill. I gotta be cognizant of the fact that I am also not in the circle. is. Here, I just gotta beat him. Ahead of him. Unlikely that he has more mobility than me, but maybe he does. Alright, I'll have to fight that guy another time. Yeah, I've actually thought about, I've thought about doing that, and I've actually been thinking about doing it on maybe like in a YouTube type video or something as well, just to like record it so I have it, and also so I could have other people look at it and tell me if they, like, because I can review stuff and decide, what I think I should have done or how I could have done it better, but it's always nice to actually have other people critique it as well, because there might be things that I miss. Or I may even just have the wrong idea of what I should be doing. All right, is there anything I need? More shockwaves would be nice. And S would be nice too. Ammo's all right. Make sure we're loaded here. Yeah. Oh, fizz, actually, that's a good call. Fizz is important. All right, 10 people. I'm actually thinking I'm going to rotate up to resistance base. I've got about a minute. It's possible that I may need to just come back down, so this could be like a waste of time, but I'm just kind of thinking that at least up there's dead side of zone. There is a store to the north, I think, at that base. Oh yeah, over here, yeah. Gonna be in. I could buy shockwaves there possibly if they have them. Would be nice to have a higher rarity AR too. I think I can totally live with the green hollow. I think. All right. Yeah. Let me go take a look. There's barrels there. I can do that. Let's see here. Store is... Oh, the flag's not been raised either. So, what's the DPS? Still 1 DPS. What do they got in here? Shockwave. Nah, nothing that I need, unfortunately, but I could raise this. That might get me up to S. Got some barrels I can hit here, and I should be able to get... go there. Hopefully still 1 DPS, although it's probably going to change to 2 here in a second, so this could be risky. I could be screwing myself. Yeah, I didn't see any shocks in there. Alright, I'm going to make the executive decision to drop the shocks for the spray for now, since I only had 1 of them anyways. And then we will get out of here. Oh, actually, let me do this too. Perfect. Like, still 1 tick. slurp truck up there if I need it. What's this? This is guitar. Oh yeah, infected mushroom. I was gonna say it sounded like somebody that I haven't heard before. All right, let's look at the map here. Guess I probably want to head over to that direction. And I've got time now before Medallion gets over there, so let's just go ahead and go. Oh, there's somebody up there. If I use Fizz, I can probably get around here without them knowing. Okay, 5 people. Oh, okay. I'm gonna go ahead and go for cover. That's their NPC. They're over here. Try to shoot out the box, see if I can... I don't know how much HP those things have. Alright, they're fighting somebody else there. Still 5 people. Pretty big circle right now for just 5 people, I think. Okay, 4 people. Medallion is over here. Alright, we're gonna go that way. That bush could be good. It's a little bit. I don't really see a better place. I guess maybe over there. Four people. This could screw me here because I may need to come back. Is there any cover over here? There's the bush. I'd like to see if I can get an angle on this fight, but I don't want to take too much risk. Oh, now he's gonna... Okay, so he's down by the water, I think, probably underneath the island, down in this area. Still 4 people. May have been stupid to move from there, honestly, because I don't think there's anywhere back here where I have any. Come on, get over this chest. Whoops. Did not mean to do that. Just had my mouse key depressed for too long on that. GG's. All right. Nick Ramirez. Been killed by him before. Name is very familiar. Cool. All right. Well, I think on that, I'm going to call a last game here because I got some stuff I got to go do. But thanks, everybody, for tuning in and watching. Thanks, Fatty, for the commentary and feedback and whatnot. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'll probably be streaming now that I'm back home. I'll try to get back on a more regular schedule and do my usual kind of like 3 days a week or maybe a little bit more. Yeah, and then big thanks to Marley for the gifted subs and for hosting that Squid Games competition where I was able to win them. And then yeah, GMO, Kirkland, Socks, everybody, E3, everybody that popped in, big thanks, and I will catch you guys later. I don't have time actually to raid out, so I'm just gonna go find a raid, so I'm just gonna stop it here. Thanks again. See you guys later.